Good evening. As a musician, I have learned that there is a song for every occasion. Think about it. There are songs about love, beginnings, endings, and almost anything you can think of. There's even a song about what might happen if you sneeze while eating spaghetti and meatballs, all covered with cheese. So it was natural for me to think musically when searching for the title of my speech. I mentioned to my voice teacher that I needed a title so that the programs could be printed, but that I had no idea what I wanted to say yet. She suggested that I title my speech from a song from the musical Jekyll and Hyde entitled, "This Is the Moment." I immediately realized the potential connections and decided to use the idea. Most people have seen the story of Jekyll and Hyde on cartoons. In a nutshell, a scientist is trying to discover a way to help his father recover from a mental disease. The song, "This Is the Moment," comes in the first act just before Dr. Jekyll drinks the elixir he has created. The purpose of the piece is to make the audience think about the situation. Dr. Jekyll has spent many years of his life working on his cure. Now, he must test his work to see if everything will pay off. He has to decide whether to take the easy way out or whether he will pursue his dreams and travel the road not taken. So, what does this have to do with graduation? Well, in a way, we are all like Dr. Jekyll. We've spent our lives working to get where we are. We've had to give up things to get here. Sometimes we've won, but sometimes we've lost. And it hasn't always been easy. Most of all, we've persevered. And now we are posed with the same question. Will we take a chance and follow our dreams? Each of us has different destinations when we march out these doors, and we don't know whether or not our paths will cross again. However, we all share some common threads that unite us. First, we all want to be happy. By now, some of you have an idea of what makes you happy, but some of you don't. In fact, it may be quite some time before we all know what makes us happy. My best advice is to find out what you like by experimenting. Take a risk. I believe that it is very important to find what you love in life and to pursue it. Secondly, we all want to be successful. The problem here is that everyone measures success in different ways. I believe that doing one's best brings personal success. No one can be great at everything, but when you do something, you should do your best at it. Accept what you are good at and do your best at it and everything else. I think that this would bring success, but whatever your personal definition of success may be, you have to cling to your dreams to achieve it. Now, let's take a moment and contemplate our dreams, specifically the idea of young hopes and dreams. Remember when you were young and you wanted to be an astronaut or a scientist? You really weren't concerned with all of the obstacles in your path, only achieving the end result. Those are young dreams. They keep society growing and changing. As we get older, it is more and more difficult to strive for our dreams. In fact, it even becomes harder to dream the impossible dreams. We become too weighted down with our daily lives. But these young dreams are a necessity. They keep us from being satisfied with less than perfection and keep us striving to better others and ourselves. They are our means of growing, changing, and imprinting ourselves on society, and we must never give them up. The final thought that I would like to share with you tonight is that you should all love one another. After teaching piano lessons for 2 years, I have learned that it is easy to fall into a negative cycle. After hearing a student play a piece, I found myself quick to tell him exactly what was wrong and never complimentary about his performance. I had a bad feeling leaving the lessons each day, and I think that the students did also. Finally, I realized that I was much too negative, and I made it my goal to compliment everything that the student had done well before saying anything negative. This changed the lessons, but more importantly, it changed me. I found that I felt much better about myself after teaching a lesson. Soon, this attitude had permeated my life, and I took time each day to say a kind word to my friends. It really changed my outlook, and it made me a more positive person. So I would like to challenge all of you to love one another and to be kind, because without each other, we have nothing. Each day, compliment someone. Remind a friend how important he or she is. Lend a helping hand to someone in need. Use every opportunity you have to help other people and let them know that you care. And soon you will find that you do it without even realizing, and it will change you. Remember, the true rewards in life come to those who give to others, and in giving we receive. In closing, I hope that you will all find direction and happiness in life doing something that brings you success, however you may measure it. If you remember to put others first, you will find that you have what is most important in life. Remember, temper your actions with love, cling to your old memories, and never lose sight of your young dreams. Thank you.